Hey, what's up everybody? A lot going on, a lot to unpack. Let's take a look at this Trump video real quick from a presser earlier in the day.
Have you seen anything at this point?
Because we're looking at that, John, separately from, we're looking at exactly where it came from, who it came from, how it happened, separately and also scientifically. So we're going to be able to find it.
And my question is, have you seen anything at this point that gives you a high degree of confidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was the origin of this virus?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And I think that the World Health Organization should be ashamed of themselves because they're like the public relations agency for China. And this country pays them almost $500 million a year, and China pays them $38 million a year. And whether it's a lot or more, it doesn't matter. It's still, they shouldn't be making excuses when people make horrible mistakes, especially mistakes that are causing hundreds of thousands of people around the world to die. I think the World Health Organization should be ashamed of themselves.
All right, so to add a little more context to that video, let's go ahead and take a look at the AP article here. Trump speculates that China released virus in lab. Mistake. Read it a little bit and see what the author here has to say. President Donald Trump has speculated that China could have unleashed the corona on the world due to some kind of horrible mistake. And his intelligence agency said they are still examining a notion put forward by the president and aides that the pandemic may have resulted from an accident at a Chinese lab. Trump even suggested Thursday that the release could have been intentional. Whew. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the clearinghouse for the web of U.S. spy agencies, said it had ruled out the virus being man-made, but was still investigating the precise source of the global pandemic, which has killed more than 220,000 people worldwide. A little bit of contradictory information there. Or, I don't know if I want to say contradictory, but Trump and his aides, or saying his aides, are speculating something potentially intentional. And I know a lot of individuals out there watching this kind of feel that same way, that this was perhaps intentional, that it wasn't necessarily from the wet market like they claim. So see how the narrative's kind of slowly changing over time, right, from the beginning. Now you have the National Intelligence Director here saying that it ruled out that it was man-made. We'll see. Though scientists suggest the likeliest origin of the pandemic remains natural, that it spread from an infected animal to a human, Trump claimed to have seen evidence to support the theory that the origin was an infectious disease lab in Wuhan, like the guy said in the press conference there, Wuhan, the epicenter of the Chinese outbreak. He said the U.S. now is finding how it came out. It's a terrible thing that happened, the president said, whether they made a mistake or whether it started off as a mistake, and then they made another one, or did somebody do something on purpose? The intel statement said the federal agencies concur with the wide scientific consensus that the 19 virus was not man-made or genetically modified. The IC will continue to rigorously examine emerging information and intelligence to determine whether the outbreak began through contact with infected animals or if it was the result of an accident at a laboratory in Wuhan. And Wuhan, as I said, so interesting information, definitely something that's been on a lot of people's radars. A lot of people are like, oh, denial, I don't want to see it, don't want to hear it. I'll believe whatever the government tells me, but other individuals, probably a lot of you watching this, have kind of floated a lot different ideas in terms of how it was created, or that it was created, I should say, and whether the release was intentional or not, if it was indeed created. So like I said, that's just one thing to keep our eye on. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Have a good day.